Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, the great vow to save beings in the underworld. In the vast ocean of Mahayana Buddhism, several bodhisattvas represent the highest virtues of compassion and wisdom. Among them, Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva stands out as the embodiment of unshakable determination and boundless compassion. His name in Sanskrit, Ksitigarbha, means earth store or earth treasury, symbolizing the richness, patience, and stability of the earth itself. Just as the earth nurtures and sustains life without discrimination, Ksitigarbha embraces all beings, especially those who are lost in darkness, with infinite care. What makes Ksitigarbha unique is his extraordinary vow. Until the hells are empty, I vow not to become a Buddha. This vow reflects not only courage, but also the deepest form of compassion. Rather than seeking liberation for himself, he postpones Buddhahood until every being trapped in the underworld is rescued. The underworld here is not simply a mythical place of torment, but a symbol of the realms of suffering caused by negative actions, ignorance, and harmful habits. The story of Lady Bright Eyes illustrates the origins of this vow. In a past life, she was a devoted daughter who discovered that her mother had fallen into the underworld due to unwholesome deeds. Filled with compassion, she dedicated herself to practicing virtue, making offerings, and praying for her mother's release. Her sincere efforts helped alleviate her mother's suffering. Moved by this experience, she vowed to extend the same compassion to all beings, eventually manifesting as Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva. This example highlights the universal value of filial piety and reminds us that personal love can expand into universal compassion. In many Buddhist traditions, Ksitigarbha is invoked in rituals for the deceased, especially during the 49 days following death. Families may chant the Ksitigarbha Sutra or recite his name, dedicating merit to their departed loved ones. For instance, a grieving family may gather to chant the sutra daily, believing that their sincere prayers and virtuous actions can create conditions for their loved one to be guided to a brighter realm. His compassion is not limited to those who have passed away. His teachings also serve the living by reminding us of the law of cause and effect. The idea that negative actions can lead to suffering, while positive actions generate peace and happiness, is a call to live mindfully and responsibly. When people cultivate kindness, honesty, and generosity, they not only improve their own lives, but also contribute to reducing suffering in the world. In this sense, Ksitigarbha saves beings not only in unseen realms, but in everyday human life, by encouraging moral transformation. A modern example can make this clearer. Consider a person struggling with harmful habits that bring suffering to themselves and their family. By learning about Ksitigarbha's vow and reflecting on the law of cause and effect, they may find the courage to change their behavior. Chanting or meditating on Ksitigarbha's image becomes a source of strength, helping them to break free from destructive patterns. The symbolism of Ksitigarbha holding a wish-fulfilling jewel and a staff further emphasizes his role. The jewel represents wisdom and compassion that illuminates the darkest places, while the staff, said to open the gates of suffering realms, symbolizes his readiness to enter any place of hardship without fear. Together, they remind practitioners that enlightenment is not about escaping the world, but engaging with it, bringing light to where it is most needed. Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva teaches us that no being is ever abandoned. His example calls us to cultivate compassion so vast that it includes not only family and friends, but even strangers and those we may consider difficult to love. His vow to remain until every being is free inspires us to practice patience, courage, and service in our daily life.